So in this week's gospel, Jesus gives us a master class on the difference between greatest and greatness. We're going to see in the gospel that two of Jesus' apostles, James and John, come up and ask Jesus for a favor. Essentially, they want to sit at his right hand. They want to be powerful. They want authority. They want prestige. And I think if you know Jesus, you probably know that's the wrong thing to ask. And yet for many of us, I don't think that desire is foreign to the way that we live our lives. For some of us, that desire for greatness might be what gets us out of bed in the morning. We want accomplishments. We want to be recognized for the good things that we do. We want to be the greatest. And for others, maybe we've already achieved that. People see us as great, and they see us as accomplished. And that's not bad, but it's not always fulfilling, and it doesn't always lead to true greatness. One of my favorite authors, Jack Higgins, he is one of the greatest writers of our time. He's written dozens and dozens of novels, all of which are bestsellers. He has sold millions and millions of copies. And yet, when he was interviewed a few years ago, someone asked him if he could go back in time and tell one thing to his younger self, what would he say? And his reply was simple. He said, "I wish I knew that when you get to the top, there is nothing there." And Jesus knows this truth. And so to his apostles, he flips the script. He does the same thing for you and me. And he says that we shouldn't strive to be the greatest, but instead to be the least, not to be first, but to be last. And that when we take our position as a servant, we're invited into greatness through Jesus Christ. And so this week, I want to challenge you to simply look at your life, examine your motives, and look at the platforms and the influence that you have and ask yourself, am I using this to build up my kingdom, or can I use this to build up God's? The simple truth is that saints serve. And so this week for you and me, that means we have an opportunity to be more like Jesus as we serve those around us and enter into true greatness.